All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vocal the Slug Cat, and before we even get started, guys, I have to say thank you all so much for 500 subs. It's still crazy to think about that. This our little community is forming here on YouTube, and without y'all, like, what am I even doing? So thank you all so much. I really appreciate every single one of you for sticking through and listening to me ramble on my nonsense with Tophiachu over here. But yeah, without further ado, we are covering Tophiachu. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into her live from last night and see what's cooking with Big Toph.
Okay, let me see. Oh, here. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Toph?
Hey. Not Wiener Schnitzel Van. What is it? Oscar Mayer Wiener Van. Yeah.
Oh, new shirt? Okay.
Look at my new ring, guys. I only paid $5 for it, but still. Oh, thank you.
Only $5, huh?
It's a heart.
Very nice, very nice. Just more stuff, more junk. Let's go.
Hold on, guys. I just went live and I didn't. I almost pressed the wrong one. I would have.
I was wondering. I was like, why we just got a green
troll.
screen? There you go.
From NM. Hi, Miss Piggy. She's got to be somebody's baby. Look at my ring. It's got a red diamond.
I could have sworn Tophia said she doesn't wear fake jewelry because it turns her skin green, but all the jewelry she has is fake. What are we doing?
And it kind of matches the cherry. You see how the cherry has that match? My eyes, but I can't get her out of my sight. But yeah, I'll end my nails. Get over my pride. I'm gonna talk to her tonight.
Seems like she's in a better mood today, guys, so that's good.
If there's someone say I should do a talent show, no, I don't want to add people. You already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we do.
I thought there was something at the bottom of my shoe because it's making that clappy sound. I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. Here we are back where we were.
Oh, don't start with the sad music again, Toph, please.
I'm alright. I'm doing good, I guess. I don't have a caretaker. Someone who's kind, someone who's funny. Being a good person is what matters.
That's right, Tophia.
I see you. I have a lot going on and I just had to leave it up to, things. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I'm just manifesting things. I'm just if it's gonna happen, it will happen. I'm 34.
Yeah, Toph, don't force it. Don't force it, girl.
No time is a good time for tonight. I love you. Thanks, I guess.
Oh, don't look so down, Toph.
I don't know. It's a lot. I would tell you everything, but man, the tea is just spicy. I'm just kidding. Well, it's not tea technically. Thank you for the finger hearts. It's a lot.
Okay.
No, I can't.
Come on, Toph, dish.
Sarah. Maybe one day I'll be able to tell you, but not today.
Wow. Okay.
No time is all good time for goodbyes. No, I'm not Samoan.
Why do people keep asking her that, bro?
So, I want to do an ancestry test because I heard some things, and I want to probably get in touch with them and learn more about my culture and stuff. So yeah.
I thought you knew what you were. Aren't you Afro-Latina? I don't know. This sounds a little fishy. Are we are we unsure if Donald is the dad now? Is what's going on here, Toph? What's happening?
So I don't know anything for certain, but we might have some indigenous, like I don't know. I think I don't want to say anything for sure because I know that there are people that come on here and be like, "Oh well, I'm indigenous, I'm from this tribe, blah 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 blah," and they make things up. So that's why I don't want to say anything until I take the test because that's what I heard. But yeah, even so, it's probably not much because my mom's Hispanic, so yeah, it's probably not that much.
I'm a bit confused because like what brought this on just out of the blue? What did you hear exactly? Because I feel like obviously Papachu's out of the picture essentially, and I'm pretty sure if your mom was Native American, you would already know that, or if she had Native American in her, in the family tree. I feel like you would already know that. So, what exactly did you hear that sparked your interest in this all of a sudden? I am curious.
No, I'm not Samoan. But I just want to take the ancestry test, but it would be cool to kind of like gauge and see where that, comes from.
Interesting.
When it's time to add my son to our car insurance.
So, yeah. I'm 5'3.5". They said I shrunk. I was like 5'1" or something. I don't think I'm 5'1". I'm sorry. I'm 5'3.5". Because there are people that I'm taller than them. Does that make sense?
It's just the hair, Toph.
Because I was told I was 5'3.5", and then they tell me like 5'1". I am not 5'1".
Well, who is they? Because if it was a doctor, then I'm gonna have to agree with the doctor. And yeah, compression is a real thing if you're overweight. So who knows, man?
Yes, I am. I'm African American. My dad is black. You take a piece of me.
So again, she's definitely stating that Donald is just African American. So it's like I'm very curious what made her decide to do a DNA test all of a sudden. That seems, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, with Toph, I feel like there's always an underlying reason. I don't feel like this is just curiosity for curiosity's sake. I feel like there's an underlying reason on why she wants to know whether she stems from the Native Americans or not.
I'm not taking a DNA test though. And it's not a DNA test, it's an ancestry test. So goodbye.
Are you blocking that person
He's
for
not my
asking?
stepdad. Thank you.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
On my mom's side, possibly. But I want to take a test. I can't just say for certain. Yes, I'm Hispanic and black. No, I don't have a girlfriend, Paul.
Everybody getting blocked.
Where's my life sad? My life is not sad.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, Toph. I don't know, man. It's you're pretty down and out to say the least.
Yeah, Hispanic people, Mexican people are indigenous. Like, well, I can't speak for myself, but I want to take the ancestry test, so yes. A lot of Hispanic people and people from Mexico are indigenous. I'm just trying to process all this that's going on. I have so much, and it's a lot. And, well, it's not a lot. It's just like, I don't know. I guess I just gotta be patient and let things happen naturally, because it's just, for me, I don't know. I'm not trying to rush things, but also, I don't know.
Bro, you are really sweating. Whoever had you crying the other night, you are sweating them hard, bro. Like, come on, Toph. What are we doing? What are we doing, bro?
Miss you, I miss you. It's kind of a process. My hair's not matted.
It kind of is, but okay. We'll let it rock.
It would be you and me. This
Gonna be another stream full of low notes, apparently.
You don't care about you. We hate watch. Remember that. And remember this, okay? I don't care if you hate watch me. You know, I can say something really rude, but I tend not to because the only thing that is worse than hate is you going to play in traffic on the highway and nobody caring.
Wow.
You know, I could say that, which I just did, but you know, then people would be like, that's so mean. Like, I don't care if people hate watch me. Like, why are you telling me this? Like, this is some new information. The highway is waiting for you. Frolic.
Wow, Toph. Jeez. She's a little pissy today, guys. Oh, okay. I see. It's gonna be one of those lives. Let's see where this goes.
Anyways, insignificant people that literally only have one follower because they got nothing better to do than to make fake accounts with one follower, and that one follower is them probably following themselves because they're a lonely weirdo trying to tell me that they hate watch me. The only thing you hate watch is a penny because you're bored and you have a lonely life. You're like SpongeBob when he's like, the gang's all here and you have no friends except a penny, a potato chip, and some Kleenex.
Projection.
Hate watch. Like, okay, I already knew people hate watch me. Tell me something I really don't know. Like, one person messaged me, was like, I'm bored, let's go apply for jobs. No, you go apply for jobs if you're bored. What are you doing? Like, girl, get your money up, not your funny up. Don't quit your day job. You're not a...
Tophia, girl, come on, man. You just, bro, just don't even bring up money. Just like, that's not a leg that you can stand on if you are going back and forth with somebody. Just don't do it.
Comedian, that was not funny. Boring, boo, tomatoes. Like, that's not even funny. At this point, why would I need to get a job if I'm able to pay my bills?
Bro, because you're barely able to pay them. And it's not even a lot of bills, Toph. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, having just enough money to pay your bills is not what's up, bro. That's why you're stuck in this situation. You need a surplus of income so you can save money. You know, at the very least, to get your brother buried at this point, because like there ain't no GoFundMe or anything like that coming to bail you out as far as that goes. So you could at least be saving up to get your brother buried.
Barely, but I'm able to pay it, so shush.
She even said barely. Like, come on, bro.
I think some of you need to step outside and go touch some grass.
Wow.
You need to touch a whole field of grass. Run through it, okay? Like frolic through the grass and scrape your hands across the blades of the grass, okay? Because I don't even know what to tell you. At this point, you have a very unhealthy parasocial relationship that you need to fix. Because being here, worrying about...
Tophia. Bruh, you are the queen of parasocial relationships. Come on. What? Do we have to go back to Wesley or Justin? Are you be so for real? Come on, Tophia.
About what I do all day is weird. Especially, I can't even go to the gym without someone taking a picture. Just so they can say, haha, I got you. Like, okay, so I went to the gym with my friend. I'm not dating anybody. What's it to you? And if there was something going on between me and someone else, I wouldn't say anything because you guys are on the internet. People watch my stuff. I'm not saying I got anything going on with somebody. I'm just saying, like, this is crazy.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to tell you guys nothing. And I'm not going to tell you guys personal secret things because, you guys are the type of people that no one should trust their secrets with. Not even your friends. And I hope nobody tells you their deep personal secrets because that would be weird. Like, yeah, you're like horrible friends. Like, I hope you don't have any.
Tophia, I don't know if you knew this. We not your friends, bro. We're just random people on the internet. Like, don't get this misconstrued, okay? We're just here to watch the train wreck in slow motion, so to speak.
Just how you treat me. I only think of like how you would treat your friends. That's just my thought process. The way you treat me is probably how you treat your friends.
Sure. Whatever helps you cope.
If a person can't come on here and feel comfortable to say something really important, that should tell you something. And something that they should be able to feel comfortable to tell people. They can't even do that. They literally make usernames. They literally stalk and harass people. They literally say, like, oh, you have a girlfriend. Well, you can believe whatever you want. I don't have a girlfriend.
We know.
I don't have a girlfriend.
What? Not the one? Hold on now. What do you mean by that, Tophia? Are you playing mind games with us? What do you mean, not that one? What does that mean?
Sorry, I was gonna say something else.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Ankle chew. She's still reminiscing ankle chew, bro. I'm just throwing it out there. Who knows?
No, I don't. You're literally talking about me inviting myself, and I don't even invite myself to go anywhere. She's the one who asked if I want to go places. I don't ask. What are you talking about? I have the bus. I can take that if I want to.
Should take the bus to go see your mom. How about that?
She didn't say anything. What are you talking about? She doesn't even talk on social media.
Are you sure about that? Sisters in Christ.
Okay, whatever. Nobody is scared of me. I can take the bus if I need to.
Then go take it to see your mom. What are you waiting for?
I don't go every single place with her. When she goes some places, like when she goes with friends, other friends, like I don't say, hey, can I go with you unless she invites me. Otherwise, I'm not like, let me go. I don't ask to go anywhere. I'm the one that gets asked if I want to go someplace, saying, do you want to go? I never once invited myself anywhere. If they don't ask me, oh well, I stay home. If I don't really have anything to do, I will stay home. Otherwise, if I really want to do something, I could take the bus.
Tophia, you never have anything to do besides go out and just waste money. That's the only thing that you do. You're either at the shelter, chilling in your bedroom, because you don't even go in the community room anymore, which I wonder why. And yeah, you're just out spending money on dumb stuff. But continue.
Just because you want to be weird. That's a you problem. That's not a them problem. Like, here's the thing. You pry in people's relationships. You cause too much problems. Then you want to sit here and act like you don't. And then you laugh about it like I'm not isolated. I will never be isolated because you're not going to try to isolate me from people. And nothing you will do will ever work.
I'm
sorry, it's not going to work. You're not going to stop people from being my friends. It hasn't worked. It will never work. No matter how many times you do or say something, it's not going to work. Especially the people that knows me. I have been very honest about what has happened.
Okay, Tophia.
And it has not worked. Like, what, did you think I was going to be isolated? Like, no, I go through the same stuff that my friend goes through, my other friend. And not once, you know?
Ankle chew. Bring her up. Talk about her.
You're not hate watching, you're harassing. There's a difference. If you didn't care, then you wouldn't harass someone, try to find out where they live, dox them, and then talk about how they're dating somebody they're not even dating. And then on top of that, harass people that literally defends me, and then you harass them and dox them. So if you really didn't care, you wouldn't be doing all of that. You go out of your way to bend backwards, bend it like Beckham, to literally try to go out of your way to harass people that defends me. And people.
Tophia, who's been doxxed? What are you even talking about right now? As far as I'm aware, you haven't been doxxed. No one knows where you're at. We don't know where Mama Chew is. What are you talking about right now? You're just saying stuff, bro.
People could literally talk about this online. They could literally show proof that they get harassed just for even defending me. And then when they do, you automatically assume that it's me under another account. I have two accounts, right? I have my backup account and I have my main account. I can go on either one to defend myself. I don't need to make a fake account to defend myself. That is too much work to make a fake account just to reply to every single person pretending that I'm somebody else. That makes no sense. Okay. These people know who they are. It just bothers you that I have supporters and you don't like that you don't believe I have supporters. That's your issue. And when I do, you just assume it's me. I mean, go ahead. They laugh at that. They think it's funny. I think it's funny. Walking around here thinking that I make all of these accounts to defend myself. Do you not know that people can track IP addresses? They would know it was me.
Oh my God.
They would have already exposed me being a part
of out of here.
Fake accounts if it was me. I would have.
Girl, what are we, anonymous, bruh? No one is going out of their way to do all that, bruh. Get out of here.
Already been exposed as being behind those accounts. People don't use their brain. It's just so weird to me. Like, you just see her harassing people, doxing people, literally prying into people's personal business. Like, you're in this creepy parasocial relationship. You're like that creepy ex-girlfriend meme. The girl that's like, you know, the video that girl made where she got labeled a creepy ex-girlfriend, and you're like breathing heavy and you're waiting around the corner and you're stalking them and you're watching them. That is you.
Okay, that was weird.
Like, let's be for real. Like, you just watch people.
What do you mean? We just watch people? You're broadcasting. What? If you don't want to be watched, don't go live. What are we talking about, bro? I'm so confused. It's like, did you forget that you're a content creator? This is the job you chose, Toph. Remember? Come on.
I didn't lose that life. I have a great life.
I guess. If you want to call this a great life.
I have great people that loves me and cares about me. So, yeah.
Yeah, one of them is your mom, and you will not reciprocate that energy at all because you won't even bother to go see her. You can catch buses everywhere, you can do all this other stuff, but you can't take a bus to see your mom. You can't go talk to the supervisor. Even if you don't want to stay in that shelter anymore, you could at least talk to the supervisor so you could come on the premises to spend time with your mom. You don't want to do that. But hey, Hello Kitty Cafe, hey bro, I could spend 3 hours in line for that shit. Absolutely. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't even know what has been going on. And it's been a lot of positive. You know, things may not be going out the way that I want them to, but eventually they will. I believe it. I know in my heart that it'll go in a positive way. I just know because I have to believe it, right? And it's not about believing, it's about working towards those things, right? You may not believe it, but I believe it.
So what is the work that you're putting in to make anything happen? That's, I mean, hey, that's what the question actually falls on. Because I mean, I'm a firm believer in manifestation, but it doesn't just poof in your lap just because you believe it. You actually have to be putting in an effort and grinding to get what you want. Seems like you're more worried about this relationship that crashed out and didn't work out. That's what it sounds like to me. Because you can manifest a job and go get that shit. But I digress.
I already know because I've already, everything that I prayed for, that I talked about, that I want, that, you know, I asked for it to happen, has happened.
What about the house? Or getting your brother buried? What about those things? Because I mean, I would think those would be at the top of the prayer list. No? Okay.
No joke.
Sure.
Now, things may not happen as fast as I want them to, but they will happen eventually.
Sad. Going out sad.
Like, I don't make this stuff up.
You
know, when I do something,
okay.
like, when I manifest something, it's like that. Hey, it happens. You know?
Girl, get the fuck out of here.
I'm 31. I'm going to be 32 this year. I'm doing...
If you can manifest things just like that, well, then that means you haven't manifested anything worthwhile. I guess you manifested some goddamn Hello Kitty cookies. What are we talking about?
Good. Like saying I lose at life when literally I have the best people in my life. I can't ask for anything better, you know, right? Like I said, and friends can be soulmates too, right? Like I will look, well, not.
Oh my god.
Because the person that is, like, people think that is my girlfriend. We just became friends, right? For a while. But I mean, my other friends, like, your friends can be your soulmate. And like for me, I would look for that person in every single lifetime. And that is no joke. Like, if I was to come back, and I believe in reincarnation, because I do believe sometimes in reincarnation, and like they came back, I would look for them in every single lifetime.
Bruh. And you call us parasocial. You call us parasocial, bruh. I don't think the friendship is that tight. I don't know, Toph. Are we talking about the same friend that you manipulated with your Tylenol incident? I don't know, man. is weird. This is very weird.
Like, people don't know what that is like. To have someone, like, they could have easily just said, no, you know, I don't want to be your friend. They could have easily just cut me off. And yes, they have said things out of anger. But sometimes people don't mean what they say when they're angry. How am I stalking someone when I don't literally go anywhere where they're at and stalk them? Like, hello, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
This
To be a
conversation's
stalker
getting
would mean
weird.
showing up unannounced, thank you. And literally showing up.
You did show up unannounced at one point. Remember? Because I remember. And security had to turn you away. Come on, Tophia. Don't lie to us.
To their place and stalking them. Showing up to their place and stalking them. I literally do my own thing. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
And yes, sometimes if it's something that, you know, I'm like, hey, you want to come do this? Of course, I will ask. That has nothing to do with stalking. Like, you guys always try to, like, say this. You don't even know what stalking is. Like, that is so weird.
Sure.
I literally am home most of the time. Or,
we know you're home most of the time.
I'm either home most of the time or I go do my own thing.
Nothing.
Like, what are we talking about? Not my own thing. I just go out.
Shopping.
I don't need to lose weight because people like me the way that I am. You're just mad.
Okay.
I don't have to lose weight for someone to like.
No, I mean, you don't have to lose weight for someone to like you, but for your overall well-being, especially because like she posted, I guess, was it not last night, whenever she did the sad girl stream that I just covered, that day she posted and she was very unhappy with how she looked and her weight. And it's like, well, I mean, look, Tophia, like, you're in control of that, bro. You could like get yourself together. You're hitting the gym. It's a step in the right direction. Now let's just build up some consistency and hey, let's go. Big Toph, big changes in the big 2-6. We'll see.
That's crazy. You wouldn't know what that was like for somebody to like you the way that you are because they probably told you to lose weight yourself. It is projection. And I would appreciate if you stop placing your insecurities onto me.
These aren't our insecurities, but okay.
Like, these are things that I think about because, yes, I want to be a better person, and I don't want to be successful for the money. Like, you know,
Yeah,
someone
you do.
once told me, like, it wasn't all about the money. Like, now well, it's not now, but they were like, they don't really care in that aspect about having all this money because they believe that there are good people out there in the world because of me. And there are things that I'm not going to get into detail or basically, like...
Because of you? Are you dead ass? Who told you that? Who said, bro, it had to be like your mom said that because you are not a good person. But continue.
Build everything online. But for me personally, my thought process is not about being rich. It's about being successful and providing for those I truly care about because seeing people in certain situations and not being able to help hurts, especially the fact that my mom does not have a place. That bothers me, right? I could literally just buy a house.
Bruh, like, you know how I know you capping right now? You don't care about helping and supporting and providing for your family or your mom or anyone for that matter. Bruh, you was literally living with your parents. Tophiachu's check was paying the rent and he asked you to borrow $13 and you threw an entire hissy fit. I'm pretty sure you cried. You were so upset about loaning him $13, bro. And I'm supposed to believe you with that attitude are going to provide for others? I don't believe it. Sorry.
Work out my social media and buy a house. I don't care what people think that they hate watching me or this and that. If you really want somebody to change, then you would allow them to change without ridiculing them all the time. If it was really about change, then why are you sitting here not letting somebody change?
Because you're not changing. That's the whole thing, Tophia. You haven't changed at all. We've literally watched you hit your lowest. It's like, bro, you went from being in an apartment to getting kicked out because y'all didn't pay the rent. Then you was in a motel. And then you got kicked out because y'all didn't pay the rent. Then you was living in a car. Tragedy strikes. Brother Chu is no longer here. And now you're in a shelter. And this entire time, you are not doing anything different. If anything, you're doing even less than you did originally. Because at least in the apartment, and even in the motel to some degree, not as much, but even in the apartment and motel, you were regularly putting out content. Now that was around the time that I started kind of knowing who you were. So I'm not even like super sure if you were putting out 1 minute videos on a regular basis back then or not. But it's like, bruh, you're not doing anything, bruh. You're not taking any action. That's why we be on your ass.
Having a job does not mean that someone's changed. Let's be for real. It's not about a job, right? You're telling someone to not do what they love. I do not want to work a job making money for someone else. That makes no sense to tell me to do something that you hate doing.
Tophia, bruh, being a content creator, you're still making money for other people. It's just an invalid argument. Like, how do you think TikTok makes money? How do you think they keep their servers up for you to post your content? You're making them money in the process. So like, it's just such a dumb argument to use for why you won't change. Just wallowing in self-pity is like, and it's crazy because again, bro, it's like you actually accomplished a managing to grow a very large following on TikTok, but it's like you're not even utilizing your platform to get yourself out of the situation you're in. You're not putting out the videos. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? The only thing that you do is you just ask us for money. That's essentially it. You ask us for money instead of making quality content where TikTok would pay you. You wouldn't have to rely on gifts and donations and trying to start GoFundMes. Let's get it together, Toph. It's time to step it up.
Some of you guys don't even want to get up and go to a job, but you're telling me to get up and go to a job. Well, you call in sick because you don't want to go to work that day. You lying about not wanting about being sick. It's projection. What does having a job have to do with someone changing? Why can't social media be my job without people complaining? What does that got to do with anything? Because you don't want someone to make more money than you because that makes you insecure? That is...
Tophia, you make a fraction of what a burger boy does at McDonald's. Just be so for real, bro. You literally told us you made like $300 one month recently. Like, what are we talking about, bro? The dude that puts the fries in the bag makes that in a week, Tophia. Like, come on, bro. What are we saying right now?
That's the weirdest thing. Like, you literally saying, well, what do we have to be jealous of? You're literally jealous of the fact that someone could make more money than you, and you can't understand why.
But you haven't. You haven't made more money than anyone. Essentially, like, bruh, like, okay, yes, you had your little Temu deal. It was supposed to be a $3,000 payday, but if I remember right, I believe she said she got paid $800. I guess last year, whenever this deal started getting going, and then she's supposed to be collecting the other $800, which is a far cry from $3,000 total. You're waiting on the payment for the other $800 now. It's like, bro, that was one time. And you weren't making any money this whole time. You've been waiting on this Temu shit. Because I feel like Tophia is the type of person that is like, oh, I have this big payday coming, and she just slacks. Because she's just waiting on that money to come in. So she didn't put in any effort into making content. And she still doesn't put in any effort, bro. It's crazy. Crazy.
Instead of learning how to make money yourself, you want to project on someone and say it's not jealousy. It's not jealousy to the point that you want to be me. It's jealous at the fact that you're not where I'm at. That's the jealousy part of it, that you're not making... You can't make thousands of dollars like I can.
Bruh. This is the grandest delusion I've ever heard. Tophia, you are sounding like Cyrax right now. Literally. Like, get the fuck out of here. We can't make money like you can. Ma'am, you are in a shelter and are struggling to pay $250 a month. What are you talking about? You're not making this crazy money that you think you can. You could if you actually put in the effort. And I mean, well, hell, I don't think you really can at this point, honestly. You know, Tophia could probably make decent money off her platform, but I don't think she would ever be in a position to make it her livelihood because she's ruined her reputation so bad over these past 8 years. I don't think she'll ever fully bounce back and be able to make the money that she would have been able to make if she had a good reputation.
It has nothing to do with being rich. It's just
Sure.
being financially stable so I can travel places, so we can do things. I can do things with my friends without either of us having to worry about housing. It has nothing to do with wanting to be rich and being a hoarder.
See, I noticed you mentioned your friends and not your mom. Just saying.
You sit here and make the wrong people famous, and it's like, well, why are they acting like that? You know, I don't understand why they're. And if you are so bothered by someone not having a job, seek a therapist. Go talk to a therapist. Don't talk to me. That's messing with your mental health to be worrying about someone that doesn't worry about you. I could care less if you have a job or not. You sitting here literally being so bothered by someone not having a job must lead to a mental health crisis.
I guess.
I don't walk up to a homeless person on the street and say, how come you don't have a job? You need to get a job. And then walk up to the same homeless person the next day and tell them the same thing. That's a major issue that you need to resolve. Like, seek some help.
Lord.
Even people are telling you that something's not right. If there's a lot of people telling you, why are you this concerned about someone not having a job, then you really need to reevaluate what you're doing with yourself.
Bruh, see, I was trying to root for you, but you're just like, bruh, you make it so hard. You make it so hard, Toph, because like you will just use any excuse to just never go work. And I mean, it's like no matter how bad your life gets, I mean, I don't know how it can get much worse besides you getting put out of the shelter. Is that what it would take for you to finally like, hey, maybe I should go get a job? Because it's like, bruh, Tophia, we are approaching a year of being homeless. I mean, longer than that if you include the car. Like, what are we doing, Tophia? You're not making any money on social media. Go get a job, even if it's part-time, bro. Because it's like you don't have any other bills besides the storage unit and your phone. You could literally go somewhere and work like 4 to 5 hours a day, Monday through Friday, but you could save that entire check and just put it up. I would work 40, 50 hours just so you could speed this whole process up. But I mean, I see how you are. So it's like, I'm not even going to push it.
Like, it's just so weird. And then you think making a username telling me to get a job is what bothers me. I have a job.
Block party.
You know what is funny? That I don't care if you tell me to get a job because you're still here watching. So you must really care.
You're not making any money from us watching your live, Tophia. Duh. Block. Everybody getting blocked.
What if you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs? What if you got a whole bunch of jobs and you won't be worried about me?
Bro, we're not even asking you to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs. We're just asking you to get one job. So you have a stable income like the majority of functioning adults. Like, come on, Tophia.
Who is complaining, boss lady? Who is complaining? I'm literally defending myself, okay? I am not complaining. Complaining about people telling me to get a job? You need to get a job. Look at your profile picture. It looks like you're struggling, okay?
Wow.
I'm not the one that's struggling. You are.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. The assumptions off of the profile picture. I've said that before. It's like, Tophia, that's not how this works. Like, you can't assume people are struggling based off of a picture on their profile. The reason we assume, not even assume, the reason we know you are struggling is because you literally tell us. But for some twisted reason, you don't see it that way in your little pea brain. I don't understand.
You got more than one struggle you need to pick.
She talking mad shit. She talking spicy.
You got multiple struggles while being in the struggle. That's not what I am talking about. Not needing to change. The thing is having a job is not. I don't know where your mindset is at, because you're stupid. Are you Dumb and Dumber? You are Dumb and Dumber. You are Harold and whatever his name is from Dumb and Dumber. You are just those characters. You embody that to a T. Because if you're sitting here telling someone they need to get a job to change, you really have lost the plot. Getting a job is only going to cause someone more mental health problems, considering the fact that lots of people have mental health problems that stems from their job. Nobody wants to be stressing about whether or not they're going to hang on to their job because they could be fired at any moment. That does not make sense to throw someone into the trauma and then tell them that they must get a job that'll help them change. No, that'll cause them more trauma, more mental health issues.
Tophia, that is the dumbest logic I've ever heard. That is so stupid. It's like, I would rather be stressed out about my job than stressed out because I'm in a shelter and I could be literally kicked out at any point in time. Like what are you gonna do if they're like, you know what, Tophia, like, you know, you've been here for a while and you know, we see that you're not really doing anything to improve your situation. We got a family we feel is more deserving of the room. Then what, Tophia? Like, bro, you cannot stay in the shelter forever, bro. Like, take action, please. Please.
Use more stress, and the more you stress, the more you slowly kill yourself. That is literally a fact. Stress is a causer of unalivement, and I'm not trying to unalive myself.
Bruh, are you using, oh my God. The mental gymnastics is crazy, bruh. You're literally using that stress, high stress kills as a mechanism to deflect from ever getting a job. Tophia, a lot of things are stressful, but guess what? Pressure makes diamonds, Tophia. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but it's very true. You think like gold medalist Olympians, you don't think they're stressed about, you know, all the training, you know, all the shit they have to do to prepare for, you know, the Olympics, the final day, all their training has to pay off. You don't think they're stressed? You don't think, you say you want to run a business. You don't think business owners are stressed, Tophia? You know, it's not like you're just born from money. You're not just going to start a business and, oh, I have a business. I officially am a millionaire. Like, that's not how it works. You start off small, and at any time, your business can take a bad turn and you end up going bankrupt. Like, bruh, stress is a part of life. Of course, you don't want to stress yourself out to the max. But it's like, bro, it's a part of life. It's a part of growing as an adult. You have this toddler mindset, bro. It's literally amazing, bro.
A lot faster. You can do that, but not me.
I guess.
I'm going to go cause myself more stress, have a mental breakdown or a breakdown in the middle of my job, not be able to go home, right? And them not caring and saying, well, you can't do that because in front of the customers, that's not professional. You know, right? When you work for a company, you have to literally be the face of the company in a sense of like, you have to be careful what you do. If I have a breakdown, if something triggers me, or if my PTSD, you know, and I have an outburst or something happens that I can't control, they're not going to care. You don't bring your personal problems to work. How many times do they tell you that before they hire you? Never bring your personal problems to work.
Yeah, so don't. Put your personal shit aside and go to work. Like every other functioning adult. What are you talking about right now, bro? Do you think you're like, bro, like you're not the only person with PTSD or major depression? A lot of people have those things, and guess what? You still got to get off your ass and make a way for yourself, because nothing is going to just be handed to you, bro. Ridiculous.
You go to work crying about your breakup, they're going to fire you.
The breakup,
Use
though?
your common sense. If
Really?
you go to work crying about your breakup, they're going to fire you. They don't care that your boyfriend broke up with you on a Tuesday and you're bawling your eyes out. And you're having to go through all these emotions.
Tophia, girl. Oops. Is that the example we're fucking using, bruh? Bawling your eyes out over a breakup? I thought you had PTSD and major depression because of your brother's passing. Like, girl, if you don't suck it up, Buttercup. Like, get tough. Yes, it sucks when you get heartbroken, but guess what? You still gotta do shit, bro. Because you're right, no job is gonna care. They're not gonna care that your boyfriend broke up with you, okay? It'd be different if you were like, hey, I was married for 15 years and I got blindsided with a divorce this morning. Yeah, that's a little different. But like, Tophia, just childish, bro. Ridiculous.
Emotions, they do not care. To sit here and to tell someone to unalive themselves is crazy because that's what happens with stress. I'm not trying to worry myself even more than I'm already worried. I want to have a successful business. I want to have a successful platform so that way I won't have to worry about whether or not I can make my payments. I can pay my rent. They want they want you to be making 2 to 3 times the rent. No one is making $3,000 at McDonald's. Some places want that. But then again, I'm not going to get stuck at a place.
Sophia, I guarantee there are people that are making $3,000 a month at McDonald's. I guarantee it. They might have to put in some overtime, but I guarantee there's plenty of people making 3K. But it's like, bro, anytime we talk about a job, why is it that you only talk about like minimum wage-esque? And I mean, McDonald's isn't even minimum wage anymore, dude. Like, pretty sure McDonald's is paying like 15 or more an hour entry level, just because like the economy, cost of living, like they can't pay people. No one's gonna go work for $7.50. And hell, the minimum wage is like $12 in New Mexico. So like, what are you talking about? You should think higher of yourself, and if you feel like you don't have a skill set to get a better job, like that's something you could be developing while you're sitting in the shelter all day. But I digress.
Place that I can't afford, and then I'm still struggling while having a job. That is not going to be me. And the only person that is a clown is you. You're a clown. You got a whole, which I'm trying to figure out this stuff about Mexico because I hear from like my friend, like some stuff is like propaganda to get people to not travel to Mexico, right? They want to scare people and deter people from going to Mexico. That's why I'm trying to figure out if this whole retaliate, because someone said the girl was overreacting. She was in an airport.
It ain't propaganda. It's the stuff that's going on over there. It's popping. I got I got a coworker that's over there, and yeah, he's like, luckily we are very far from that region, but it's going down based on what he told me.
Airport, and something happened and people are running and screaming, and she was freaking out, running and screaming, and someone said their parents were there at the same airport. Nothing went on. The National Guard was there, that's why, or something, I don't know, saying that there was nothing going on and she was overreacting. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to say someone's overreacting. For me, I just want to know if like the news is true, like if that retaliation thing is going on, because there was a cartel member that was unalived, and now the cartel is retaliating because of it and unaliving innocent people. Now, I hear it all over the news, and, you know, also, there was some other news. The guy from Revenge of the Nerds, the one that played the dad in Lizzie McGuire, died. He was 71. I was like, man, okay, so I had an opportunity to meet him, but we couldn't go at the time because they have 2 Comic-Cons. They had another Comic-Con, which was Duke City Comic-Con. Most of the people from Revenge of the Nerds was going to show up there, and he was one of them, and I was like, man, I wish I could go, because he played the dad in Lizzie McGuire, right? And he was also in Revenge of the Nerds, which I love that movie. But anyways, yeah, he ended up passing away. I was like, oh man, because I was hoping, you know, I would have a chance to see him again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know why I switched the topic? Because I don't need to dwell on negativity.
Yes, the negativity of getting a job. Yeah, let's not dwell on that. You're right.
Like, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Like, if my
From what? From what? You don't do anything. What the fuck? Stop saying you're exhausted. You don't do shit, bro. You lounge around all day and go shopping on occasion. Shut up.
life was really that sad, then why are you here? You're saying it's just sad. What is sad? I literally have disabilities, and I explained why I couldn't get a job.
Oh my God, here we
that's
go.
An excuse, and you're ableist because you can't sit here and tell someone that you don't think they have disabilities because they don't act a certain way. I'm not gonna act a certain way just so you can believe I have a disability. If someone acts a certain way, that means that they're lying about their disabilities because you want to stereotype what a disability is. Like,
No, Tafia, you know what? I'm tired of you using this ableist argument because that's just bullshit. Because even before the PTSD and major depression from Brother Chu's passing, you were very adamant about never getting a job. You've always been adamant about not getting a job. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Stop it.
like Shay Lee that acted like she had seizures when she didn't have seizures. That's the problem. You can't be sitting here acting like you have a disability. It is weird. When someone says they have a disability, they have a disability. Why should someone have to act a way that you deem the disability to be disabled? That is fake and false. If someone's acting like that, then that means that they don't really have the disability. Just like that one guy that made an excuse that he was Tourette, that he had Tourette's, and that's the reason why he shouted the N-word and said N-word B to two black people, two black legends at that, Michael B. Jordan, and I believe it was Samuel L. Jackson, when he shouted that on in public, on TV, and then tried to weaponize his Tourette's, saying like, "Oh, it was my Tourette's." I was mortified that I said that was my Tourette's. No, you said that involuntarily. You said that, not your Tourette's. You're making everyone with Tourette's look bad. There have been people on here that have lied about having Tourette's. They fake having tics. What am I
Yeah.
supposed to do? Walk around with my head down, crying all the time, moping, boarding up my windows till it's black and laying in bed? Yes, sometimes. I don't board up my windows like that, but I do want to lay in bed a lot of the time because I'm tired and I'm going through depression. But that's
It's just interesting that, the PTSD and the depression, it only seems to become a concern when we mention you getting a job. Because, going to the mall, you don't have to worry about your disabilities then. Going to the Hello Kitty Cafe, you didn't have to worry about your disabilities then. You wanted to go to Comic-Con, you weren't worried about your disabilities then. I don't know, man. It just seems like a crutch. I'm just saying.
That's not what depression is most of the time. And people seem to forget the happiest people are the ones with the depression the most.
You're not happy.
For
You're
you to be
never
sitting
happy.
here and
What
then
the fuck?
literally trying to tell me what depression looks like is crazy. Someone
Okay.
that is going shopping a lot and someone that is literally happy in videos should be the most concerning. And that's what someone literally put in the comments. It should be concerning that she's spending more money than usual having depression. It makes me feel good. And I'm not spending money I don't.
Tophia, hey, you know what? Bruh, everybody, drop it in the comments. I mean, we're like an hour and 10 minutes into this thing. Has she seemed happy? Has she seemed happy at virtually any point in this stream? Has she seemed happy in any of the past streams besides when she is being smug about buying stuff and her little cameo money that was coming in? I don't know. Tafia, you've never stricken me as a happy person. Ever. And that's all with all the clips I've watched of you going way back. Maybe in the Musically days. Yeah, I could see it. But nah, at least these last 2-3 years, absolutely fucking not.
Don't have. I just need to. I get stuff that I need that is useful. I don't spend my money on stupid stuff like people believe. And until you make that money, you don't get to sit
What?
here and tell somebody.
You don't spend your money on stupid stuff? So the Hello Kitty, the $150 at the Hello Kitty Cafe, that wasn't stupid stuff, Tofia? Are you dead ass right now? The $30 pink heels that you will probably wear once and never wear again, that's not stupid stuff. The red dress that looks more like a shower curtain, I don't even know how much that costs, but that wasn't stupid. Are we for real? Okay. If you say so.
Like, I can't imagine people sitting here and being in other people's business that much to try to tell people exactly what they're supposed to do with their money. You didn't earn that money. You didn't work for that money. You don't get to sit here and tell someone what they need to do. Oh, look at thank you, Lincoln. That was cute.
Oh
Anyways,
wow,
and
Lincoln.
then be ableist by sitting here telling someone, we think you can work because you look good, you look well in this video. So we don't think you have a disability. We don't think you have depression. I do, because I battle with my mental every single day. I have to battle with it. And then constantly reminding someone of their failures while having depression does not help anybody.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I wouldn't be surprised if you do have depression and PTSD. But the thing is, there's literally millions of people that have PTSD and depression, and they still have to get up and go to work. They still have to make a way for themselves instead of sitting there feeling sorry for themselves and just not trying. you haven't even tried. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different. Like, bro, that's one thing, and I cannot stand Nova. He's a gross chome, but at least Nova be trying to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least he tries. You don't even try, Tophia. It's not like you went out and got a job, and then a couple of days in or a couple weeks in, you had a mental break and broke down. Like, no, you just refuse. Like you've always refused to get a job. That's why I don't believe you. It's like, bro, a lot of people struggle with depression, but like for most people, it is manageable. Because if your depression wasn't manageable, I don't feel like you would just be able to go out all willy nilly to anything else you want to do. You have no problem going there. But when it comes to work, suddenly your depression is an issue. Like, I just don't believe it.
I want to be
Sorry.
successful like people. Do you know how sad it is to literally know people that I've never met that are successful and have successful businesses wanting to be there? And it's not for me. It's a selfless thing for my mom to have a house, for people that I really care about.
You finally mentioned Marie. But then here comes you mentioning the other friends and whatever.
Be in a place where they don't have to worry about housing. We can just go do things, take trips, enjoy life, and not have to worry about all these problems that are being caused while actively being homeless. It's causing people mental health to decline.
So stupid. So dumb. Tophia, life is not just rolling around taking vacations and just doing whatever you want. That's not how life works. Unless you work extremely hard and become successful, then you can reap the fruit of your labor, but you're not willing to put in the work.
Like, it literally makes no sense. When I get a concerning message of someone that I know telling me or making us a joke, but then it got serious saying that they want to themselves, that's when I really gotta, because it's a mental thing. They know that people that are homeless, they can mess with their mental and then use that. They really want to mess with people's mental health. They don't really care about getting people housing.
Bruh, if you feel like they don't care about getting people housing, then what are you doing? Oh my, bruh, like, do you hear yourself? They don't care about getting people housing, but you're sitting here waiting for them to provide you housing. You cannot be this dumb, Tophia. What the hell am I hearing right now?
They want to cause these problems. And I can't sit here and watch the people that I love deteriorate and see all these things happen to them. You don't even know what I've done. And I don't need to come on here and brag what I've done for people or that I've helped people or that I did this, and this, because it is not about the recognition. It's about the fact that I know that they're okay because of me, because I was able to do something good, because I never felt like I did something good in the world.
It's amazing that I'm assuming you're helping them financially, because like what else could you possibly even do? So you're helping people instead of helping yourself get you and your mom a place. Okay, I guess. This is amazing, bro.
People care so much about, because they do. They care about everything, because to them, it's more about criticizing than it is someone bettering themselves.
How are you bettering yourself? You're not, bro. You don't do anything. What are you? Oh my God. Okay.
I never thought that I was doing anything for anyone, that I felt I needed to do more. But when I received that message and that person told me, like, I believe there's good people out there because of you, that really hit me like a sad cry. It hit me because it was like, I didn't feel like I was doing enough. And then I received that message. I felt like I needed to do more. And I really don't need to do more. And I understand that there are people out there that's like, I don't need all the money in the world. That's not important. For me, it's not all about having a lot of money. Yes, I do want that, but it's because I want to be financially stable. That way I can say, like, here, let's go here. Let's do this. We don't got to worry about anything. Help them to get back to where they were and be successful so that they can provide for themselves. Because when I see someone that I really care about that is happy and enjoying life, I'm tired. Like, I want to get a call, or I want to, and it's not like I don't want to hear what's going on with them. I just want to be able to call and be like, hey, let's go somewhere. And then it's not like, oh, I can't because I got all these problems, this is really affecting me and it hurts. And it's not messing with my mental to hear this stuff because I care. At least I know there's something going on. Oh, this is why you haven't messaged in days,
Tophia, it's because, bro, you have the mentality of a teenager. bro, you're 31 years old. People have responsibilities and shit to do. Not everyone can just pick up and just, oh, let's go out today. Let's go out every day. Do you hear yourself? Bro, you sound like you're in high school. Of course, I'm pretty sure everyone wishes they could just pick up and do whatever the fuck they want. But that's not it's not reality, bro. I'm sorry to break it to you. And the trajectory that you're on, you're not moving the needle towards that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you could be working, saving up some money to start that business that you want to start. Do something. You're not doing anything, bro. The shit that you are saying just sounds ridiculous when you're just sitting on your ass all day.
And I understand if they don't message right away because I know that there's something going on. Right?
Yes.
You don't have to message right away.
They're an adult.
Priorities come first.
Duh.
It's not about going out all the time and having a good time unless.
Bro, that's literally what you make it sound like, bro. That's literally what you make it sound like, though. Come on.
We're in a situation where we're stable and we have a place and we can just do things, right? It's so crazy to me. Like, people just don't like the fact that someone could change. You sit here and make the wrong people famous and then you complain about it. But when someone really wants to actively make a change or provide and be successful for the right reasons, you hold them back from that because you don't like that. But then you...
Tophia, fuck off. Everything that you have been saying thus far is just about helping you and your little friend. That's it. What makes you better than anyone else? You're not talking about starting a charity or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? You just want to help your little friend and maybe Mama Chu can come along if she doesn't get on your nerves. Get the fuck out of here.
You sit here and complain about making the wrong people famous. Well, that's your fault.
I guess.
Do you really want people to change or not? And job aside, that is not going to get someone to change.
Of course not. Of course
or
not.
I'm a better person. I am a good person.
Okay.
Sitting here telling someone they need to have a job to be a good person is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We don't sit here, right? Hey,
nah, never said that.
And a therapist does not sit there and tell you that you need a job to fix your depression.
Who the hell said getting a job was going to fix your depression? We're trying to fix your financial situation. That's the main thing as far as getting a job. The hell are you talking about?
Do you think a therapist is sitting there saying, well, I think in order for you to fix your depression that you need to get a job? A therapist does not tell you that's a fix to your problems.
Duh.
No, they would not.
It might be a step in you feeling better about yourself.
I want you to, well, you said name 5 things about what I did to get in a situation. I literally was in programs to help with my housing. I literally got approved for housing.
Wow.
Your makeup looks horrendous. You look like the other sister from Shrek. You've got way too many issues. You got way too many struggles that you need to fix and work on before you start telling me.
And of course, now, see, when people talk about how she looks, she gets pissy. But it's perfectly fine because since she doesn't know anything about the person that she's talking to. So she can only use surface level insults. So, but God forbid, if anyone says anything bad about how she looks, oh, you're fat phobic, this and that. Shut up, Tophia.
You need to pick a struggle and work on it instead of worrying about what I got going on. I don't need to tell you what I'm doing to get out of my situation because, one, I'm being actively doxxed and harassed. That would mean that they'll...
Who the fuck is doxing you? We don't know where you are. What are you, bro? You keep saying people are... No, we don't know where you are, Tophia. No one is doxing you. People seeing you while you're out and about is not doxing. Stop trying to sound like a victim. Just stop.
They'll start causing problems for me not to get a place. I don't need to be telling you my business. You look like the other sister, and you need to worry about the 5 million struggles that you got instead of worrying about me. Talking about what did you do? And it literally says follow back. Hi, fan. You a fan of me because you're following me, literally asking me that question.
Wow.
That is weird behavior. Imagine following someone that says follow back, and you're asking them these questions.
I mean, the question, it's a valid question, though. You've been homeless for over a year. Like, I mean, yeah, like, what are you doing to better your situation? It's very valid.
I don't ask you if you wiped your ass today. I don't care enough if you wiped your ass today. Excuse my language. We ain't on a friendship level that personal for me to tell you what I'm doing. I could care less.
Smoked you.
How is that an L because I'm speaking the truth? Nobody sits here and literally asks these type of weird questions to anyone. You wouldn't do that to anybody to sit here and be like, well, why haven't you gotten any help? I literally explained what has happened to me in a span of trying to get housing. They are trying to use my social media to not help me. And then you're telling me that is deserved. No, it is not. That is discrimination. That is not deserved. That is discrimination, you dumb ass bitch. Excuse my language. Do you not know how that works?
So hold on, Tophia. I mean, which is it? You said you got approved to be on housing, but now you're saying they're using your social media against you. Like, are you on the list or are you not on the list? And if you feel like they're using social media to discriminate against you, then what are you going to do about it? Like, what actions are you doing? I don't care about you going and signing a paper to wait on a list. What are you doing to change your situation, bro? That's what people are asking.
You're sitting here telling someone they deserve that when that is literally considered discrimination, and I can sue for that. You cannot deny someone housing off the basis of their social media.
Then do it.
That is like
Sue.
denying someone housing because of the color of their skin. That is
Bruh, Sophia, get the fuck out of here, bruh. You cannot make this shit up, bruh. She says anything, bro. What the fuck is the correlation between your skin color and having social media, Sophia? Bruh, just ridiculous, dude. Oh my God.
very much considered discrimination. I was wrongfully evicted from the apartment that I was living in from before, and people want.
How? How are you wrongfully evicted? You live streamed the whole thing. Y'all didn't pay the rent. What the fuck are we talking about?
I sit here and celebrate that. I could sue for that.
Sue who? Tophiachu?
And saying, oh, well, you didn't pay the rent and blah, blah, blah.
You didn't.
We literally got approved for the relief fund, the COVID relief fund, to pay our rent. They said, you need the manager's name. They would not give us the manager's name. To be sitting here and telling me, even though they.
Bruh, what the hell? Nah, come on. What are all these new details? You full of shit, bro. Bruh, I ain't never heard her mention nothing about getting no COVID relief money, ever. Ever. What are you talking about, Sophia?
They knew they had money coming to them to pay the rent. That I did not pay the rent is idiotic to literally stand by people that must have not wanted the rent. They obviously did not want to be paid.
What, bruh? That's Tophia. Do you hear yourself? That sounds dumb as fuck. Bruh, you said y'all were like $3,000 behind in the video where y'all found out that y'all were about to get kicked out. Bruh, why would they not accept the money? The only reason that they wouldn't accept the money is if y'all were such a nuisance. They just said, you know what? Fuck the money. We would rather have them out. And so either way, it's on y'all. It's on you and your family, bro. It is not an us problem.
If they wanted to be paid, they would have gave us the manager's name and they could have had a check. They could have already had their check of the full amount paid. They must have not wanted their rent that bad.
They just wanted y'all gone, is what it sounds like then.
I literally, because I reached out because there's this COVID relief fund, because it was at the height of like COVID. And so there was this relief fund for people who literally couldn't afford rent, and it had nothing to do with not being able to go to work because of COVID. It was a relief fund for people that were behind on their rent.
And hold on, bro. No, the height of COVID. Bro, what are you talking? You got kicked out. Bro, you got kicked out towards the end of 2023. Or actually, no, you got kicked out towards the end of 2024. It was not during the height of COVID. What the hell are you talking about? COVID had been over. What the fuck?
I was one of those people. So I reached out to them and they literally told me that I was approved. They said, you're approved. The only thing we need is the manager's name. If you wanted your rent that bad, wouldn't you give someone the name so you could get your check? They refused to give us the name of the manager, then tried to sit here and say that we refused to pay the rent.
Y'all were already 2-3 months behind on the rent either way, but okay.
Showed the neighbor our eviction notice before you showed us. That's against the law. And it was confirmed by a Discord who literally said that and shared that they saw my eviction notice. You literally are documenting this stuff for the police to see.
Tophia, they put eviction notices just on your door. Like, anybody can see it. What are you talking about?
You're helping my case.
So dumb, bro. What? And sue. Go
Like,
ahead and
okay, you're
sue
helping
then.
me get
Just sue
money.
him. Sue him. Do it.
I'm
I want
tired
to
of
see
being
it.
stuck in this situation of having to wait for housing. Waiting for them is like waiting, like the old lady in the wheelchair on SpongeBob saying chocolates. I remember when they used to sell chocolates.
Well, you must not be that tired because you still haven't got off your ass to do anything to make money so you can take control of your situation. So you must not be that fucking tired.
I do not want to be like that. I want to have my own house. I'm not waiting for these people. I'm so sick and tired. Every time I turn around, someone's always getting housing before me and my mom, who have been waiting for housing for months since last year. We were a victim of a violent crime, and clearly
Oh, here we
our
go.
safety is not being a priority. Wouldn't you think someone that was in a violent carjacking being pew-pewed at would at least receive some sort of help to get safe housing right away? No, they want
Tophia, what, like, receive some type of help right away? Girl, you have been living in a shelter. You don't have any bills tied to your living expenses, bro. You are getting help. You and Mama Chu are getting help. Mama Chu just got out of the hospital back in November. Y'all don't have money to cover those bills. Y'all are getting help. What are you talking about? And like Tophia, I don't even know why you're acting surprised, bro. You told us going into the shelter a month or two after you were there that there's people that have been in the shelter for 4 years plus waiting on housing. And now you're surprised that you're waiting for fucking housing. So, bro, you're so dumb. Oh my God, bro.
to put us in the street and cause us to have mental health problems so they can scream mental health. That's what it was. Imagine throwing someone under the bridge where they do all kinds of drugs, knowing they're not on substances and they don't do all kinds of drugs, putting someone in danger in that element with only a hoodie, no protection, no tent, no nothing, and telling them this is where you're going to sleep tonight. You don't know
They
what that
did
is
not
like.
say that. They didn't fucking say that, Sophia. Stop the cap.
People are shooting at or pew-pewing at homeless people's tents because a news anchor on TV said pew-pew them to homeless people, and someone went to a homeless encampment and did that to homeless people because that person said that on live TV. This was last
Word.
year. And you want to sit
Word.
here and tell me that I'm supposed to be okay, that I'm not supposed to be traumatized after everything that I went through? Imagine sending a man to someone's door and telling him the door is open to come right in, and he's about to walk right in as my brother's leaving, and I'm terrified. And then telling me just to get off the internet. You know what that is? That is literally breaking the law, and you can go to jail for that.
I mean, yeah, you're right to some degree, but it's like, bruh, if social media and this content creation thing is traumatizing you so bad, why do you still do it? You're not bro. It's like it'd be different if you were actually making like a good living off of social media, but you don't. Like, bro, if you were making $5,000 a month or something off social media, and like, yeah, you still had all these issues, I could maybe kind of understand. But it's like, bro, like you make a couple $100 a month, you are scraping by. So if it's that bad, why are you still on social media? It makes no sense.
Who even thinks that it's okay? Do you know the amount of times people have talked about people sending people from dating apps to their door, and you're in the comment section being like, that is so wrong. I can't believe people do that. I can't believe they did that to you.
It
while
is
actively
wrong.
condoning it for someone else. Then you really don't believe that. You really don't believe what you're saying. You want that to happen to them because if you're saying it should happen to someone you don't like, then you don't care and you're a hypocrite.
Well, I never said that, so. Anywho.
You can't be sitting here literally talking about ending bullying while actively bullying someone. Imagine sitting here screaming end bullying and you're the one that's bullying somebody. Nobody said I'm suing you. I'm not suing anybody because I can't sue
We
everyone,
know.
dummy. That's not how it works. You just don't sue someone for no reason. I'm not gonna go to court and take everyone's corner and be like, I'm suing like 10 people. That's not how it works. Spreading misinformation is one of the reasons you do get sued. But like sitting on here saying I spent money from a GoFundMe I didn't have access to. Now that's grounds for suing.
I mean, you spread misinformation about chocolate being healthier than salad. Class action lawsuit, everybody. Come on.
Spreading misinformation
shit.
is ground for suing. Libel and slander is grounds for suing. Because I lost out on millions, if not thousands of dollars because a talent agency wanted to lie and say they was never going to work with me in the first place when they was. And then
Tophia, you lost out on millions Bro, the talent, bro, you were talking mad shit about the talent agency and how they don't even pull a fraction of the views that you pull. So, how do you figure you talked all that shit about them after they said they didn't want to work with you? If they were so bad, how do you figure they were going to be able to help you make millions of dollars? Like, bro, you contradict yourself so much, and it's just so easy just to spot. You sound ridiculous, bro. Get it together, please.
And use the excuse that my content didn't fit who they was looking for. Yes, I can sue. I can sue you for all the money that I lost out on. And when you have to garnish your check and pay it to me, and you can't pay your bills because you got sued, that's on you.
Okay, do it. Do it then.
And the people who lied and spread the misinformation knows who they are. Literally talking about they're going to take me to court and sue me because I won't stop talking about them because they sent a fake cease and desist. Oh, brother, you want to have to fork up money for court?
Oh, laggy, a little lag spike.
I wish you would take me to court so you could get sued and have to pay me money. Do you not know how things work? And literally people wants to sit here and believe those lies. First of all, when you serve someone with a cease and desist, they can't talk about you, right? Which was fake. But also the lawyer would advise him not to talk about me. Because if he really was taking me to court, then he wouldn't be talking about me and responding to me and lying to you all to your face. A lawyer would also tell him to be quiet.
Well, for one, you don't need a lawyer to file a cease and desist, Tophia. Just thought you should know.
Because he will incriminate himself. That's why do you think the police say you have the right to remain silent? Nobody is going to come on the internet and serve a cease and desist and continue to talk about someone because it's not going to look good. Because if we were going to court, I would tell the judge, well, he sent me a cease and desist. I stopped talking about him, but he kept talking about me to antagonize me.
But you never stopped talking about him. Bro, don't try to rewrite the story. You never stopped talking about that situation. What are you, bro? You're just so full of shit, bro. You just be on here just lying, bro. You never stop talking about him. You still bring him up every now and then. The fuck out of here.
And I did not want to say a thing. And then he would literally lose his case because the judge would side with me because the judge would see that he's been talking about me.
Sure.
Like, do you not know how these things work? Because I know someone who served people cease and desist letters, and their lawyer told them, you cannot talk about this situation up until court. Even though they're not allowed to talk about him, he was not allowed to bring them up or talk about them. It does not look good. If you want to sit here and believe the lies, you can. Dumb and dumber. Seriously. Three Stooges.
Yeah, because you're so smart, Tophia.
Like that?
Okay. You say so.
You imagine believing someone that says they're going to sue me and I ain't never even received nothing that I'm being sued. They sent a fake document, by the way. They sent a fake cease and desist. I could take that cease and desist to a lawyer and sue them. I don't even have to sue them for that. I could take that to a lawyer and they can get in trouble for faking documents.
Sure.
We're going to fake government documents, well, I'll send it to the lawyer. Then we'll really see. I can't sue for fake documents, but that could get them in some serious trouble. You can't sit here and do that.
Can it?
Do people not know?
You don't know, apparently.
You can't just be sitting here sending people fake cease and desist and don't think you're going to get in trouble. Not get in trouble for that. You 100% are. That's like me sending a fake cease and desist to you, and then I can get in trouble for that. And when I actually send a cease and desist, it won't be fake. And if you go online and say it's fake and act like it's fake, that's going to look even worse on you. Girl, you know I love you. All I know is it's almost 2 o'clock and I got to get some sleep, guys. I don't need to be sitting here arguing. Prove it. First of all, you don't go online and continue to keep talking after you provide a cease and desist. Any lawyer is going to tell you to be quiet. Thank you for the gift, just like me. If I sent someone a cease and desist, I cannot talk about my situation online until court is over. That doesn't mean that I can continue to keep talking. That's not how that works.
Well, you're not actively in a lawsuit if they send you a cease and desist, Tophia. Duh.
And when they send a cease and desist, it literally sometimes goes through the mail and sometimes through the email. But that's only if it's someone that has high-powered people behind them. Otherwise, you sending a fake cease and desist through the email proves to me, because first of all, cease and desist does not come literally from the person. It comes from the lawyer.
Once again, you're wrong. You do not need a lawyer to put out a cease and desist. Duh.
He served me papers. You cannot serve papers. You cannot serve the person that you're sending the cease and desist papers. Someone has to serve it for them. I know how.
Apparently you don't know, because it's not a subpoena. Okay? Like you're getting the documents confused. Stupid.
how this works because I literally tried to get a restraining order, and in order for them to know that I was taking them to court for a restraining order, someone else had to take the documents for me and serve them. I could not serve them myself. Even though that is a cease and desist, it's the same thing still applies. You cannot serve people a cease and desist. They serve the person a cease and desist.
Sure. Whatever you say, Tophia. Is there anything else that you want to add to this? Because you're just talking nonsense at this point.
That's how it works. It's literally his email because it says J. He cannot serve me with a cease and desist. Either he would have to have his lawyer do it because he's not directly involved. If he don't have anyone to serve the papers, he would probably have to ask his lawyer or find someone else to serve the papers.
Tophia, literally one Google search could have helped you avoid looking so stupid. I'm just saying.
I was not born yesterday. I have a learning disability, but at least I'm smarter than most people. Y'all stuck at a 5th grade reading level. Like 50% of people can only read up to a 5th grade, and making fun of me for reading up to a 7th grade reading level. Okay, who cares? At least I read higher than you, and you're not even that smart, and you want to call me stupid, and you don't even know how the law works. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and argue with people that wants to believe the BS. I'm sorry. I got things to do, and I gotta go to sleep. So that's what I'm going to do. Sleep peacefully while people go right into a group chat and talk about me after I get off my live and talk about, here she is complaining about the same things every day. Here she is. Are you gonna go to sleep or are you gonna go in a group chat and obsess over me? That's the weirdest thing. Imagine instead of going to sleep, you go into a group chat to obsess. Anyways, have a good day or night where you guys are.
Bye, Toph. Well, that was today's video. She's feeling feisty tonight, apparently. So, yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this. We will be back whenever she drops again. We're all caught up finally. Again, I want to thank everybody so much for helping me get to 500 subs. This means the world to me. I'm so happy to have you all here, and I'm very excited and glad that y'all are enjoying my content and just me rambling and talking my shit. So, with that being said, I'm going to head out. Y'all have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I will see you all very soon.